Good afternoon, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Thursday afternoon, August 11th. We are looking at Window Trader's market profile of the ES and SPY. So, a lot to get through today. First and foremost, let's put things in perspective. Not a bad day for the S&P. Of course, you had another gap. We came in $5 off the high. But again, these gaps are emotional. We have a huge gap from yesterday. We had another pretty large one today. They filled that. But basically, we stayed above yesterday's range all day. Now, we did go out with a double distribution day. So that's something to be aware of. However, I'm still not that concerned yet. All three time frames are still up. The Russell actually held their gap from today. So they have the one from yesterday. They're above May's high. They did not fill theirs today. They just missed it. They basically go out. They were 8 wide with an afternoon rally high in H. Now, triple Qs is the one with a little concern because they went out with a triple distribution day down. That's number one, right? They had single prints in D, J, and K. But even more than that is they got above May's high by literally pennies and got rejected big time. Now, one day does not make a market. We saw how long it took for us to get acceptance out of the inside month up from July. You saw it took a while to get above June's high, and hopefully we're accepted above it now. So I'm not saying, throw out the buy. It's over for the triple Qs. However, they did get rejected pretty good up there, and they have a triple distribution day. So here's the thing. If the bull run is going to continue for the triple Qs and the NQ, they need to take back this triple distribution day back prior to, I think, filling this whole gap. It wouldn't be disastrous. It would be a 3-day balance, but I'm still not crazy if they go and fill this whole gap while holding this triple distribution day. So that's something to keep an eye on for them. As far as us, we never got close to May's high. Okay, the market got tight. It came in. We saw the day beautifully. Missed out on a couple of trades. My fault. I'll go over everything now. But we saw the day beautifully. I did nothing in A because the gap was too big. And it never pulled back enough where I wanted to long it. So I waited to B period. And I longed B 3 times. And did very well on 3 longs. And again, I'm only trading the minis right now. So I traded B very well. Then in C period, I took another long. We had single prints. I didn't think they would hold. I didn't know how much extension we would get. It wasn't a big loss at all. It was only a 1 lot. I said, you know what? I'm taking it off. I don't like the way it's acting. So I lost on that. So I did take a short in D when it looked like we were going to go get the IB low and did well on that. Now here's where I got a little frustrated this afternoon and all on my part. So in H, I thought we were going to take out G's low. So I took only a 1 lot, and then H went back up. So what happened? Well, wait, no, let's time out. Let's start over. I think I took that short. Well, I'm not sure if I took it early or later. No, I think it was early. I thought we were going to take out G's low, and G might be the afternoon rally high. That's right. It was only a 1 lot, started going up, I took it off. And then I had an offer in at 41, which at the time was exactly half back and right at the opening. It didn't get there. I took the offer out. It went back up. It traded 41 with barely. I probably wouldn't have gotten filled. But the bottom line is I never took the short. After losing down here on the short, I didn't take it up here, and that was a beautiful short. But I redeemed myself somewhat in I. When we started coming down, we took out H's low. I'm like, okay, we stopped the 1 time frame. And I took a 1 lot, I think at 30.5. And then it was sitting there. It kept going back and forth through our volume pocket at the time and everything. It was just sitting there. And then it looked like it was going to go. I added 5 at, I think, 29. I think it was 30. So now that's the biggest trade I've taken in ES so far. I'm short 6, say an average price of 30, and it's sitting. I end up taking them all off for like 2 points between 29 and 28, and then we dump. Nobody's fault but my own. Nobody's fault. So I made money on it, but I certainly didn't capitalize. I could have crushed it if I held all 6. I did short K, though, to go fill the gap. And I did short L because of the single prints. So I had a good day. And I saw the market well, but I'm a little frustrated because I certainly missed the afternoon rally high. We nailed that. And I certainly didn't take advantage of the 6 slot I had in J period. But anyway, did okay. Now, destinations. I'm going to give for both of them now, but please write them down. I won't be repeating these because I don't want to keep this video too long, and I'm going to do them as fast as possible. For first for SPY. Single prints, they start at 420.37 and get filled at 79. That's M's high to J's low. Then we have our afternoon rally high. H is high at 423 and today's high at 424.95. For the downside, we have today's low of 419.21, and then we have yesterday's 9-wide pocket 418.77. Again, you should have all the other ones, so I'm not repeating them. Now, ES, I know a lot of you, or most of you, use N period. But since I'm an old-fashioned guy, and for me the market closes at 4, I'm kind of using N as my after hours. So even if N fills the single prints, I won't consider that. So right now for the upside, I'm using the single prints. They start at 14.50, get filled at 18.50. Our afternoon rally high is at 41, and our daily high is at 60.50. For the downside, we have today's low at 02.75, and then yesterday's 9-wide at 99.25. And even though we pushed lower, we never tested 4,200 today. Now, I'm going to get to the charts. Would I be surprised if we test 4,200 and get into a 3-day balance tomorrow? Not necessarily. I'm just going to show you the daily. So right now the daily's still up. All 3 time frames are still up, even with this day pulling back. Look at this trend line I had. Right? 3 days now in a row. 5 days. We were above it for 2 days, got below it to 1, and now look again. So is this going to be another case if we test below it? We might. And if that's the case, I don't have a problem with getting into a 3-day balance. Right? Markets don't go bull bear. So we went bull, balance, bull, balance, bull. Are we going to continue bull tomorrow? Or are we going to roll over and go balance? I don't have a problem with that. The only way I would go bear is if we take out yesterday's low and really get into that gap. So for now, I still think we have a chance, nothing's changed, to see the 200-day moving average and May's high rather than totally rolling over. We'll see if that's the case. We'll go over all these charts tomorrow night. Come check us out at camelbacktrading.org. Thanks for the likes and subscribing. Enjoy your evening, and we'll speak prior to the opening.